Hi everyone. Thank you for being here for this presentation today. My name is Bradley Ray, and together with Charles-Olivier Dufresne-Camaro and Pourang Irani, we are excited to share our work. So our high-level motivation is to enhance personal health data exploration on smartwatches, tapping into their potential to offer greater insight beyond visualizations that are currently available. The smartwatch is continually becoming more capable at tracking personal health data, yet direct interaction with this collected data is still lacking. Exemplified here, we may see some metrics displayed while on a hike. However, we are currently unable to interact any further, and because of this, small pieces of personalized and impactful insight are lost in the moment. Smartwatches have the potential to enable expanded interaction with collected personal health data. Fundamentally, however, our lack of knowledge surrounding desired queries, and more specifically the interactive requirements for these queries, hinders progress. As such, our work provides an analysis of components of personal health data queries desired for exploration on the smartwatch. For this work, we used a publicly available dataset of 205 personal health data queries that were desired for exploration on the smartwatch. We characterized each query across 4 dimensions, including data attributes, aggregation methods, filtering mechanisms, and the interrogatives used. Looking at the findings, and first at the data attributes requested, data references were often explicit, where people knew what data they wished to query. However, there was at times some implicit referencing, which showcased broader interest. While physical activity data was most often queried, we can expect that as the smartwatch expands its automatic tracking capabilities, these other categories found may become more desired for exploration. Aggregation methods are mathematical transforms that can be performed on data, such as count, min, max, and average calculations. A large majority of aggregations were actually done implicitly rather than explicitly, and as such, sentence structure defined the aggregation rather than an explicit mention of an aggregation. Furthermore, almost half of queries were asked to simply gather a current value, and for these, no aggregation is necessary. Filtering allows for subsets of data to be explored. Time-dependent filtering is common for personal health data exploration and seen within the queries analyzed. Novel to our work, however, is the finding that activity-dependent filtering was often desired for exploration on the smartwatch. For example, show me my heart rate chart from today's gym session, or what was my peak heart rate during my last hike? Finally, interrogatives or question words used can provide implicit insight into aggregation desired, indicate a question versus a command, and hint at appropriate output. It is important to now ask the question, how can we create efficient smartwatch interactions for personal health data exploration that encompass the findings of our work? This is challenging as the smartwatch offers a limited interaction space for broad exploratory requirements. One of the ways we see this being realized is through multimodal interaction, where touch enables direct manipulation of explicit attributes and other query components, while speech can afford interaction for implicit components. We also note that while this work is limited by the size of the dataset used, this is a general limitation within this field. As such, we encourage researchers to continue to collect queries desired so that they can be analyzed and enabled for exploration. Thank you for listening to this presentation. Unfortunately, I was not able to attend in person. However, please do reach out if you have any questions or would like to discuss our work. We hope that by leveraging the insights within our work, researchers and practitioners can further create smartwatch applications and tools that meet people's health data interaction needs on the smartwatch. Thank you.